90% of startups fail. And one of the challenges that all startups face is how do they test their value propositions to early adopters and people before they've invested valuable time and money building their products. So I do this kind of product testing for a living, and two things have really struck me doing this kind of work. The first is that when you actually get to speak to the people who do this testing, the vast majority of people in our city are really up for trying out new innovative products that come from Norwich. The second thing that I've noticed was more surprising. After these demos, people say, wow, that was really cool. I didn't even know this kind of stuff happened in Norwich. And we want to change that perception of our city. We want Norwich to be known as the prototype city. So we are PROTO Norwich. And what we do is we offer a service, a platform that connects local businesses with early adopters and volunteers in our city. We believe that our platform will help drive innovative products, will create jobs, and ultimately stimulate growth in our region.
So who will use this matching service? Well, obviously startups, people like you in this room, SMEs, researchers, science researchers on the research park, people who want to test products in real-world situations with local people. The other people who will use it are people like you who want to be involved in the prototyping community, who actually want to be volunteer testers. We actually have a strong market for early adopters here. We actually have well above the national average for 16 to 24-year-olds. And in our survey we conducted, 76% of people said that they were keen to take part in product testing and volunteer to take part in product testing with companies. The challenge we face is to build and maintain relationships between the businesses wanting to test products and the volunteer community. We'll do that through social media by tapping into the established networks we already have in this city, the innovation networks. We will also build partnerships with local and national organizations that are focused on driving enterprise and innovation. Our revenue will come initially from crowdfunding, grants, and sponsorship from our partners. Long term, we'll be selling insight into consumer behavior, market trends, and economic health based on the data we gather.
So why do we need these partners and why do we need their support? So after the over the last 54 hours, we've been building a working MVP. But what we want to do when we get out there into the product, into the market, into Norwich, is we want to build our own version. And that's going to cost a bit of money. We've estimated that it will cost about $1,500 to build our first stage product. And then in the first 3 or 4 months, we estimate that it would cost about £150 per month, maintaining that product, fixing bugs, and building the community. In future, we want this product to be owned by the community. We want people to chip in and help out, manage the community and help fix bugs or problems that might occur with the service. So there's two main things that we also need to do whilst we build this community. One is fostering, growing and managing that community, getting the local businesses involved, getting them posting their products and their features on our site, and getting the people, us in this room and people outside, involved so they can look what's on offer in Norwich. The second thing is nurturing the relationships Hugh was talking about. Again, growing them. And what we ideally want to establish is name recognition for Norwich, like Cambridge has, like London has in the tech sector. We want Norwich to be known as the prototype city in the UK. And we've already started baby steps along this process. We signed up about 50 people in the last couple of hours onto the product. We've got 16 local businesses who have submitted features and ideas to our service. And we've spoken to the county council and the research park.
And they've both said they're really interested in talking to us. So why us? Because we already have strong links with the business community, particularly the digital and tech, digital creative and tech community. Dan already works in Whitespace, the tech hub. I help co-organize Hot Source, which is the innovation forum. And we work closely with a number of business leaders who are all dedicated to growing jobs, building our economy, and making Norwich the prototype city. Thank you. Please join us.
Questions?
How are you going to find your early adopters?
Sorry.
How are you going to find your early adopters, the actual users?
We're already doing that.
And how are you doing that?
Through social media, through the net. Sorry. We're already doing that. We're through social media, through the existing established networks like Hot Source, like SyncNorwich, like Norfolk Developers, like Norfolk Network. They're all people who are closely involved and have an interest in seeing this community develop. We have connections with the universities through NUA and through the UEA, so we'll tap into those.
Any plans to reach people that aren't working in the industry, that maybe they just love tech, maybe they're kids? Any plans to reach those users?
Absolutely. We've already got people like SyncNorwich, Youth, who are trying to build that youth market, so it'd be great to be able to tap into them and give them a reason to get involved. There are also gaming organizations, and we'd want to get into those. And there are a lot of institutes for the children to get into coding, so we'd tap into those.
Thank you.